Thank you. Hello. It's very nice to see you all. Okay. I want to assure you, I'm American. I am, but I'm not a Nazi. I know. Too bad. I'm not KKK. I'm not a serial killer or anything. None of that. I mean, I thought about it because I'd like to be on a winning team for a change, but I'm too busy trying to grow a cervix and and live off the grid to save the whales. So I don't have the time to chase Jews around Amsterdam. I can't keep up with all the current trends. I think it's so strange after the election last week that the gun sales in America went up. It's like, you guys won, relax, Jesus. Cool your heels. It's weird, it's like in America in the summertime when gun sales go up. You think, can't you just calm down? It's the summer. And who needs a gun anyway? The kids are not in school. The election was tough to watch, though. It was. I haven't seen a woman beaten that badly by a man since my parents' divorce. And but I mean, women look better with a black eye, but she looked really like she learned a lesson. But you know, I tell a lot of my friends in California, look, calm down. Right? It's fine. Most of Trump's fans own guns. And in America, most gun injuries are self-inflicted, so it's likely the problem will take care of itself, really. A friend of mine, she's very concerned about everything. She's a rich white woman living in California. She's very worried about a lot of ethnic minorities with more, no ethnic friends of her own. But we were, just because they trum your bush doesn't mean they like you. But we were in, and to her, all Latins are the same, by the way. They're all kind of one thing. My husband's Brazilian. She's like, how is it living in Mexico? And we were, Americans are so gullible. They just want to believe their little stories and their little bubble. I mean, I think Kamala, I think, I forgot her name already. Where is she? Who is she? I forgot. I think she played it wrong. I think Trump actually didn't like her. And instead of calling him a fascist, she should have befriended him a little bit. A bit nice, a bit conciliatory, you know? I mean, she should have asked him for something, made him feel needed, wanted. He loves all that. He loves feeling, let him feel in charge for just a minute, right? I mean, his fans, even the Democrats, will believe anything he says. If he had told the Democrats that she was a white man, they would have voted for her. It's not left versus right. Jesus Christ. It's poor versus rich in that country. And some people don't want to see it. They just don't want to look at it in California. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to see the fentanyl problem. They don't want to see the homeless. I don't mind the homeless. I think they're kind of hot. They look good. They've been pushing that cart around all day long. They look skinny-waisted. They got a nice tan line. You're always at home with the homeless, right? Let's go to your place. Look, we're already there, you know. And the homeless retards are the best because you get a coloring book afterward. They don't know who took it, but I don't get to say these things anywhere else other than here. You know that, right? My husband won't hear of it. I perform in comedy clubs, most of which I've been banned from, and I got another hate crime filed against me. That's a third in a year. I still got it. And yeah, no, it's great. I'm starving to death, thanks. And this was because I'm right wing. Yes, she said, the girl from Islington, she just knows everything. And she's the spokesmodel for the show that night. And in the taxi on the way back to her home, she called the police in Islington. And she told them that there was a right-wing comic on stage going on and on about trans people. And I think right-wing must mean something different here than in the US. Because in the US, if you're right-wing, it means you're a gun-toting asshole shooting somebody over a parking space. And left-wing is the same, but you're vegan. and bragging about it. And you drive a Prius, so you feel justified. Are there any vegans here tonight? Stand up if you can, and explain to me what holds your skinny white ass together. I have no fucking idea. I did a lesbian vegan benefit thing in Seattle, and I think they flew me up there. I know, flew me up against their best wishes, but I had to fly up. They wanted me to hitchhike, but they wanted me at the show on time. And so they flew me up, and they took me for a vegan meal after the show. A vegan meal. I think for dinner, I had a bowl of pubic hair and a scoop of kitty litter. That's worth carpet bombing Iraq over. This is how you know a liberal will never win another election. The whole world is turning right. You know why? Because conservatives, they eat red meat and they hate everyone. It's a win-win for them. But you know what liberals are like. Well, I'd like to save the world, but I'm lactose intolerant. I have a wheat allergy. I haven't been awake for 3 years. I don't know who my friends are. Anyway, so I think right wing here means you disagree with someone. I think that's what it means. I think it means you're out of the room. And I'm like, well, you know, how much more dick do I have to fucking suck? And men do I have to marry? And years do I have to spend living in San Francisco before I'm back in the liberal room? I guess it's a lot more, really. You know, I've swallowed my pride enough. And I feel like I have to agree with my friends for them to talk to me. It's a strange feeling like I'm looking after their feelings for them because they lost an election. But I want to tell them in California, like I told them when I was there, it doesn't matter if you vote or not. California's going to go liberal. Actually, your vote means nothing. Isn't that reassuring? But the mother of that trainee person stabbed me in the neck with her fondue fork when I said that to her. But I just think, you know, if you live in a bubble, enjoy it. Have a good time living on Mars, because it's not going to last for very long, right? Because the poor are going to eat the rich in about 3 years. So everyone's so anxious and nervous about protecting one another. No one's doing actually what they want. I mean, bisexuals pretend to exist. Trannies, whatevers, intersex, no idea, but box away, bitch. I don't know. There's a plus in there, LGBTQ plus. I love a good plus. Any pluses out there? Any fat girls with magenta hair and pointy glasses? You plus away, shave your pussy, move on. And then the A at the end for asexual. Asexual, do we have to take them too? Are they being persecuted? I think we just want them out of the room because they're bringing on the curve. But it's not fun anymore to be part of that community. It's all self-conscious, self-healing, you know? Self-determining. Oh, God, they've given us so much power. Take the power away. Let me check my notes. They passed Proposition 3. That was the worst part of the election for me in California. Proposition 3, a state proposition passed that enshrined gay marriage into the state constitution. Now we have to. I thought my one option out would have been divorce. I can't even do that anymore. Now we have to get married. It's one of our rights. That's not the right I wanted. I wanted health care. Why did I get this? This is going to kill me. Oh, man. I'll never have a moment to myself ever again. I woke up with my husband staring down at me this morning. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, Capurro, I'll be with you till the end. It sounded like a threat. He follows me around. He's Brazilian. He wants to fuck all the time. Now with this enshrining, he thinks he owns me. That's a real table turning. He can bang away me whenever he fucking wants. And I've got to say yes. And he's so big. Even for me, it touches both sides. It's too much. He made me bleed the other day. That's not happened in a long time. I know, maybe my cervix can bleed. Maybe David Lemmy said one thing right for a change. You know what I was inspired by was the Paris Olympics. Did you watch the Paris? Did you watch it? Okay. Well, no, I get it, because I used to think that France produced the hottest men and women on earth. Now I know what they produce. It's just sweaty trannies and fat drag queens. Knowing that, I guess I made the right choice living in the UK, right? But what I was inspired by was not the regular Olympics, but the special needsy ones. Why do I look at you when I say that? Right, the special, the Paris, what was it? The para, is that what it's called? Gay games. The para Olympics. Right, those. Did you watch them? Why did you watch them? Oh, no, you don't like all that? Oh, I love all that. Oh, rolling down a hill in a barrel. Winners. I love all that. The stuff they do, they get some medals or things that would piss us off about ourselves. We fell down a flare of the stairs and be like, oh, fuck, they fall down a flare. They win, woo, right? And the wheelchairs, like, oh, it's so beautiful. I love all that. What could be better than winning a gold medal at the Paris Olympics? Not being a fucking retard, I guess. Listen, we somehow got through it. I'll see you in the men's toilet, but you won't see me. You probably get hit on by gay men a lot, don't you? No, it's a big night for you then, isn't it? Have you been dating for a while? Yeah. And he never gets hit on by gay men?
Not really. No.
Really? Where do you live? In London? Really? Do you go to Starbucks? If you go there, you never pay for your own coffee. What's your job? What do you do?
I'm a software engineer.
A software engineer. Yeah, that's why no one really hits on you. Tell people you're a fireman. Are you successful?
Relatively.
Have you been to the U.S. very much?
Not yet.
No. You've got to be careful if you go there. It's a bit scary there. We were there, my husband and I, like I said, we were driving around, and we stopped at this petrol station, and this guy gave me attitude, like, I've been here for a long time, you know. And I'd forgotten what it's like there. And he looked at me like I was a foreigner or a French or a cunt. He's like, they're so territorial there and so suspicious now, you know. He's like, where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you? And I said, well, originally, I'm an ex-dancer. Thanks for asking. I done a bit of modeling, but originally I'm from San Francisco. It's about 30 years that way. And we were in the countryside. It looked nice to me. Still my home state of California, but, you know, they're a bit like, San Francisco, well, that's where all them homosexuals come from. Right, boys? Right. Everyone knows that goddamn homosexuals come from there. You don't mind my saying you look like you might be one of them goddamn passport owning, white wine drinking homosexuals. Me? That's crazy. I'm a software engineer. It's the same. Listen, have a lovely night. Thank you so much.
Now we have a huge round of applause for Mr. Scott Capurro.